Hey guys, it's Deluxe ASMR, and this video is gonna be a little different. It's actually me just taking the 16 personalities test. I hope that you guys are doing well during quarantine, and I know it can get boring, very boring. So this is kind of like a entertaining, fun thing to do. I think it's important for you to understand who you are as a form of self-reflection. And I do realize that this test can be a little faulty, but it's still a fun thing to do. I've taken this test a couple of times, and I've always gotten the same personality type. But due to quarantine, I think I've had a massive, well, not massive, but I have had a shift in mentality. And I don't know if you guys have as well, but I just wanted to take the test as a video to show you guys who I am as a person, I guess. Again, it might not be exactly accurate, but I think it gets pretty close. But let's just get right into the video because the test takes a little long and I tend to take my time with questions. So let's just get right into it. Let's go. So we're gonna be here taking it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It looks a little. It looks different actually from what I remember, but yeah, that's pretty much it. You regularly make new friends. As a kid, yeah, but now I would say probably right here, disagree. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. I kinda disagree. I'm not neutral on it. Kinda disagree. We'll go with that. Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry too. This is hard actually. It's a bit weird, but yeah. It really kinda gets me. You often make a backup plan for a backup plan. I disagree completely. I don't make backup plans, to be honest. It's just not smart, but whatever. You usually stay calm even under a lot of pressure. Disagree there. I can stay calm at times, but not all the time. At social events, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people, and mostly talk to the ones you already know. You rarely try to introduce yourself to new people, and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Yep, I'd say I completely agree with that at the moment, even though I would like to introduce myself to more people. You prefer to completely finish one project before starting another. I think I agree with that. You are very sentimental. To be honest, I want to say neutral, but the truth is I kind of really agree. Strongly agree. But I'm gonna say, I'm gonna put this one, to be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna say right there. You like to use organizing tools like schedules You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. When I'm interested in someone, oh, not when I'm interested in someone, but when I find someone interesting, it kind of depends, to be honest. I do think of myself as an introvert, but sometimes I just naturally walk into it, so I'm just slightly agree. You are not too interested in discussing various interpretations and analysis of creative works. I actually disagree. I'm extremely interested. You are more inclined to follow your heart than your heart. Oh, your head than your heart. Sorry. I kind of disagree there. You usually prefer just doing what you feel like at any given moment instead of planning a particular daily. Strongly agree. You rarely worry about whether you make a good impression on people you meet. A good impression on people I meet. Do I rarely worry? I'd say I slightly disagree. You enjoy participating in group activities. Slightly disagree. You like books and movies that make you come up with your own interpretation of the ending. Agree. Your happiness comes more from helping others accomplish things than your own accomplishments. I agree. You are interested in so many things that you find it difficult to choose what to try next. I strongly agree. I do. It's kinda, sorry, let me fix this because it looks like it's getting really bright at times. Sorry about that. You are prone to worrying that things will take a turn for the worse. I really disagree. You avoid leadership roles in group settings. Yep, I agree. You are definitely not an artistic type of person in terms of art, like drawing. I don't think I'm artistic in that sense, but artistic in different ways, I think. So I'm gonna put this one right here. You think the world would be a better place if people relied more on rationality and less on their feelings? Would it be a better place? I think that is I don't know how to answer that, to be honest. Because you would think, yes, but better is heavily based on feet. I'm gonna go neutral, I'm sorry. You prefer to do your chores before allowing yourself to relax. Yeah, I agree there. It's kind of like a repayment, I guess, of what you've done. You enjoy watching people argue. I heavily disagree there. Sorry, I'm just not. I don't like that confrontation, to be honest. You tend to avoid drawing attention to yourself. I heavily agree, even though this is kind of weird saying that because I'm doing YouTube. But for the most part, I always have. And I think I still do. Actually, let me go back and put slightly because it is kind of weird because I do YouTube now. So your mood can change very quickly. Slightly disagree. It's kind of in the middle, to be honest. You lose patience You become bored or lose interest when the discussion gets highly theoretical. Completely disagree. You find it easy to empathize with a person whose experiences are very different from yours. I think I do agree. You usually postpone finalizing decisions for as long as possible. Do I think I do. Actually, I'm in the middle there. You rarely second guess the choices that you have made. I disagree with that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but for the most part disagree. After a long and exhausting week, a lively social event is just what, no, completely disagree. I'm sorry. No. You enjoy going to art museums. I've actually never been to an art museum, so I can't really answer this, agree or disagree, but I think I would enjoy it. But just because I haven't, I'm gonna go neutral. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. Sorry, let me try and fix this. I think that's good. Yeah. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. I disagree. You like to have a to-do list. It's still doing that. Okay. I'm not sure what to do here. Okay. Hopefully it doesn't do it anymore, but we'll see. You like to have a to-do list for each day. No. You rarely feel insecure. Honestly, insecure. I'll just go with it. You avoid making phone calls. Agree. You often spend a lot of time trying to understand views that are very different from your own. Agree. In your social circle, you are often the one who contacts your friends and initiates activities. Slightly disagree sometimes. I've done it a few times, but not too much, so I disagree there. If your plans are interrupted, your top priority is to get back on track as soon as possible. As soon as possible. If your plans are interrupted, I'd like to say yes, I agree with that. You are still bothered by mistakes that you made a long time ago. I'd like to say I agree. I agree. You rarely contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning of life. I disagree completely. Your emotions control you more than you control them. This is where I think I mostly responded, agree. But I'm starting to control them a lot more. So I'm gonna say completely disagree. Because I do think I'm in control a lot more. Although sometimes I do. I'll say I'm not in complete control. I'm not gonna lie there. But I do tend to be in more control now. You take great care not to make people look bad, even when it is completely their fault. Yes, I agree here. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than organized and consistent efforts. I'm gonna have to say slightly agree. Slightly. When someone thinks highly of you, you wonder how long it will take them to feel disappointed in you. Slightly agree, to be honest. I've dealt with a lot of anxiety, to be honest, and I never knew what it was. I've always heard of anxiety, but I never knew what it was, you know? abstract philosophical questions is a waste of time. Disagree. You feel more drawn to places. Well, honestly, this one, it could be a waste of time, to be honest. Honestly, I do think it is a waste of time in a way, but I do like it. Do I believe it's slightly agree, actually? I'm gonna change it to slightly agree because I do kind of think it is a waste of time, but I do like it still. You feel more drawn to places with busy, bustling atmospheres than quiet, intimate places. Disagree. You know at first glance how someone is feeling. I'd like to say I agree. I can't tell. I am good at it, but I'd like to say I agree. You often feel overwhelmed. Disagree. You complete things methodically without skipping over any steps. Yeah, I kinda agree. You are very intrigued by things labeled as controversial. Slightly disagree. Sometimes it gets too hard, but I tend to avoid it. And whether I am intrigued or not, I try to avoid it. You would pass along a good opportunity if you thought someone else needed it more. I think I agree here. You struggle with deadlines. I'd say I slightly disagree. You feel confident that things will work out for you. I agree. My gender, okay, I'm male, okay. And my results. And yeah. Yep. This is the INFP. I have always gotten this personality type. I guess I haven't changed. I do feel like maybe these are a bit more, a bit different in percentages, but I mean it's the same thing. So, oh, here we go. Yeah, this has changed completely. An identity. So, this trait determines how we interact with our environment. I'm 82% introverted, and I am an introvert, I think. Energy. This trait shows where we direct our mental energy. Intuitive. So I am intuitive. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. And it's mostly feeling for me. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. So prospecting here. And identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. So here's where it goes different because I've always been turbulent. But the last time that I took this test, actually, this was heavy on the turbulent. It was like 90%, I believe. And this is a massive change, to be honest. I guess it shows I'm getting a little bit more confident, which is cool. And yeah, it'll show you like basically what you are here. A lot of this stuff is information that I shows you all this cool information if you guys really want to check it out. But I'm pretty sure some of you have already taken it because it is a pretty popular test to take. But again, like I said, I think it's important for you to get to know who you are and really here it shows you all the information you might want. This shows you like famous people that have your personality type. So J.R.R. Tolkien, which is the creator of I'm sorry, I've never read the books, but I can't remember the name of the series, but it's super famous. Is it Lord